Hello everyone, welcome back to the dbadmin.com. Today we are exploring one of the most game-changing technologies in IT, virtualization. Today we will see what is virtualization, why do we need it, and how does it work. What are the different types of virtualization and what is the relation of virtualization with cloud computing. We'll also analyze everything with real-world applications and examples, and we'll also see the challenges and limitations of virtualization. By the end of this video, you will understand why virtualization is the foundation of modern IT infrastructure. But before we begin, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on any tech insights. Now let's get started with the basics. Virtualization is the process of creating a virtual version of computing resources, such as servers, storage, networks, or even entire operating systems. Instead of using separate physical machines for tasks, we run multiple virtual machines on a single physical server. Let's see with an example. Imagine you own a house, but only use one room. Instead of wasting space, you decide to rent out the other rooms to tenants. This way, the house is fully utilized. Similarly, before virtualization, companies had dedicated servers running at just 10-20% capacity. Now, one physical server can host multiple virtual machines, making efficient use of resources. For understanding the need of virtualization, first we need to see the problems people faced before virtualization. Every application needed its own physical server. Servers were underutilized, managing physical machine was expensive and complex, and there were downtime and maintenance issues. To understand this problem better, let's see a real life analogy. Imagine a company where every employee gets a personal printer, even though they only print a few pages daily. This wastes money and space. Instead of this, company use a shared printer. Similarly, before virtualization, IT companies had one server per application, which used to waste a lot of resources. With virtualization, multiple applications share the same machine, reducing waste. So how virtualization solves these issues? It consolidates multiple servers into one, reducing the hardware cost, maximizes resource utilization, so no more idle machines, enable disaster recovery because virtual machines can be backed up and restored very easily. It reduces energy consumption because fewer physical servers and lower electricity cost. Virtualization solves the problem of wasted resources, high cost, and complex IT management. So, how does virtualization actually work? The answer is with the help of a hypervisor. A hypervisor is a software layer that allows multiple virtual machines to run on a single physical server by managing resource allocation. There are two types of hypervisor. Type 1, the bare metal hypervisor, and Type 2, hosted hypervisor. Type 1, the bare metal hypervisors. They run directly on the hardware, so no operating system is required, and they are used in cloud data centers and enterprise environments. Imagine a bullet train that runs directly on tracks. It's fast and efficient because it does not rely on anything else. Some of the examples of bare metal hypervisor are VMware ESXi and the Zen. Type 2, hosted hypervisor. They run on top of an existing operating system. A Type 2 hypervisor is just like a bus, running on roads. It's slower because it relies on another system to function. They are used for personal virtualization and software development. Some of the examples of hosted hypervisors are VMware and VirtualBox. Type 1 is best for large scale deployment, while Type 2 is great for personal or testing environments. Virtualization is not just about servers, it extends to multiple areas. Server virtualization, dividing a physical server into multiple virtual machines. For example, AWS and Google Cloud run thousands of virtual machines. Storage virtualization combines multiple storage devices into a single virtual unit. For example, Google Drive, Dropbox, or OneDrive. Network virtualization. This allows us to create virtual network independent of physical network infrastructure. For example, VPNs. Application virtualization. We can run application on a remote server instead of a local machine. For example, Google Docs or Microsoft Office 365. Virtualization applies to servers, storage, networks, desktops, and applications. Why is everyone moving towards virtualization? Because it is cost saving. As fewer physical machines, that implies lower hardware cost. Efficiency. Virtualization maximizes CPU, RAM, and storage utilization. Scalability. You can scale up and down resources on demand. Flexibility. You can access your virtual machines from anywhere. Disaster recovery. Backups and restore of virtual machines is easy. Virtualization is like carpooling. Instead of every person using their own car, multiple people share one, reducing fuel and cost. Cloud computing and virtualization. People oftenly compare these terms, but they are different. Cloud computing is built on top of virtualization, but it offers automation and scalability. Now let's have a look at challenges of virtualization. First of all, performance overhead. Virtual machine can be slower than the physical machine. Complex management, because this requires IT expertise. And security risk. If one virtual machine is compromised, others might be at risk. Let me know what do you think about virtualization. So drop a comment below and don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. And the DB admin will see you in the next video. So keep learning and keep growing.